Okay. So y'all, I'm on my way to my dentist appointment. So happy I'm going. Finna get a adjustment, color change, and all of that. So yesterday I called because I had missed my appointment. I had an appointment on March 28th and I ended up missing that appointment. So yesterday I called to reschedule my appointment and to pay off the remainder of my bill. Like I put down five. So I wanted to pay that off. So anyway, when I called yesterday, I couldn't talk to the people in the office that I go to because they didn't answer. So I was switched over to a 24-hour all day line. And so when I got switched over to that line, I'm like, yeah, I want to reschedule my bill, yada, yada, yada. I mean, reschedule my appointment, yada, 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 and pay my bill. So he's like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So he scheduled me another appointment. He's like for April 17th or something. I'm like, all right, cool. So then I'm like, well, I want to also pay my bill off. He's like, well, I got to switch you over to billing for that. I'm like, okay, cool. So he switches me over to billing, and then all of a sudden, like this lady get on the phone, and she was just like, oh yeah, what's your name? So I tell her my name. She's like date of birth. So I tell her my date of birth. Then she all of a sudden goes like, oh well, when was the last time you been to the dentist? So I go like, I'm like, I've been to the dentist. Like I go to the dentist every 4 to 6 weeks. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, she was like, well, I don't know why you're going to the dentist and why they're even seeing you because you have an outstanding bill from 2008. And y'all, I gotta finish telling y'all later. I gotta finish telling y'all the story later because I'm about to go to my appointment real quick. But it was just crazy. Okay, y'all, I made it to my appointment. So what I was saying was, so when I was on the phone with the billing, the lady was just like super aggressive and rude. She was like, I don't know how you even got your bracelets on in the first place because you have an outstanding bill of 2008. And she was like, who is Devin? Like she was asking about my brother who co-signed for me. And I was like, that's my brother. And she was like, well, I don't want to have any more of a conversation with you. She was like, I want to speak to Devin. She was like, and if Devin is not around, she was like, then there's nothing more for us to discuss. She was like, if unless you want to discuss your outstanding bill from 2008, she was like, any appointments that you have, I'm going to cancel them. She was like, and then I said, what do you mean you're going to cancel my appointment? She said, any appointments, further appointments that you have, future appointments, I'm going to cancel them. I said, well, can I speak to somebody else? Because you're just doing a lot right now. And I don't even know what you're talking about. And I'm confused. She said, no, you may not speak to anybody else. I said, how are you going to tell me I can't speak to somebody different? She said, you cannot speak to anybody different. She said, and I will not discuss I will not discuss or give you any other information besides letting you know that you are no longer, you have no more appointments or some shit. She was sitting in the computer. Like she was just going completely off, but she was talking to me like she had a personal fucking vendetta, like a personal issue with me. Like, I'm like, do I know you? Did I do something to you? You know? It was just so strange. So she talked so much shit, talked so rude to me. I end up calling her a bitch. And when I called her that, she hung up or whatever. So then I called back to speak with somebody else and I told them what happened. And they were like, well, you got sent to the collections. And I'm like, this ain't making no sense. Like, I didn't have my braces on for 4 years. I consistently pay my bill every month. I had to pay 95% of I had to cover 95% of how much my shit was gonna cost before they even put anything on my teeth and get a cosigner. So she's bringing up something from 2008. I'm hella confused. So he was like, well, yeah, he was like, I can schedule you for May 18th. He was like, but I can't take any payments from you because it would just, what do you say? The system wouldn't accept it anyway. You guys stop. He was like, the system wouldn't accept the payment anyway. So, yeah. And I was just like, it ruined my whole day. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying not to let things like, just nothing ruin my whole day. But in my way, it did because it was just random and the way she was talking to me. And I'm just like, I'm trying to be responsible and pay all my bills off and shit. And this is the energy that I get. And so it threw me off. I was so upset that I literally took a nap, like a 4-hour nap. And that's why I took my kids out to eat too last night, because I was trying to get that shit off of my mind, off of my mental, like transmute the energy into something else. I was just so disappointed. But let me tell you guys, so today I got woke up by my kid's doctor. And so when she woke me up, basically I was supposed to take Zuri to the doctor this morning, but they ended up canceling that appointment. And so I tried to go back to sleep, but I just couldn't. So when I opened my eyes again, I was like, let me call my dentist and just see if somebody's going to answer this time at the actual office. And when I called, somebody answered from the actual office. So I told her what happened to me yesterday. And she was just like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. She was like, next time you want to, pay your bill or have any questions about your billing, she was like, just come in the office. And I was like, well, I didn't have any questions. I already knew, everything I needed to know about my bill. I just wanted to pay it off. And she was like, yeah. She was like, I'm just sorry about that. And I was like, they basically wiped out all my appointments, but left one for May 18th, which is super far away. And my wires are like poking me in my mouth, which they really are. And so she was like, I have a 10:30 if you want to come in. I was like, yes. And I was like, and can I pay off my bill? And she was like, yes. And it was just like a ton of bricks was just released off my shoulder, like, thank you, because that was just so random. So stay tuned. I'm finna get my colors changed and get an adjustment and pay my bill off and feel good about that, because I don't like having bills, debt, none of that. I don't have debt, but I like paying shit off. So yeah, yesterday sucked, and I went to sleep last night and I was like just talking to Spirit before I went to sleep, and I was like, tomorrow is going to be a better day. Tomorrow is got to be a better day. Tomorrow will be a better day. And today is a better day. It's starting off amazing, and it's only 10 in the morning. So y'all stay tuned to see what color I decide to get. Okay, you guys, so I'm in the chair. Just gotta figure out what color I want to get. Let's see. I don't know what color I want to get. These colors, but just not this stuff. If I had all to make it, just hit. I kind of want to get black again. Well, to bring Christmas, but I'm not sure if it's really free. I'm not sure. Corporation will be beginning to be on the water, so for not going to go Black Friday to should be there for people. You guys, stay tuned. See what color I get. Okay, guys, I'm finished with my appointment. I got black at the top and pink at the bottom. I needed some power, so the black is power. The pink is feminine energy. Who gotta use it? Come on, I don't like use it. Okay, go. No, wait, one at a time. This visit was a little different. It was like a lot of pressure on my teeth. It's like, it never really hurts when I'm getting my adjustment and getting things changed, but it was hurting this time. And then they gave me power chains today because I have a space on this side that is really stubborn and it's just not wanting to fucking close, which is weird because in 2022 they closed it and then they reopened it in 2023. So all I can say is Mercury retrograde is Mercury retrograding because it was painful, but my shit looked nice. And they're not even wanting me to make a payment today, but I'm gonna make it anyway. But yesterday was just weird. For today, for me to come here to my appointment and everything is just like normal as hell. But yeah, power chains. They also switched up the format of the way I have to wear my rubber bands, because she said that if this space over here does not close up, it's going to create an underbite for me again, and I don't want no underbite. Like, I had those. That's the reason why I'm getting braces. I had overbites, underbites, teeth growing out my gum. I was a mess. But yeah, okay. Let me know what y'all think. That's my little brace vlog. I'll be back later.